Alright, y'all, so this is one of the most disturbing things that I have read, alright? As far as apart from, terrorist attacks and mass shootings, this is one of the most disturbing things that I've ever read, alright? And like I said, I've done probably thousands of stories, alright? But this one here is just mind blowing, alright? So, this video is probably gonna be a little bit longer, but I'm gonna go through what happened here. Uh, and again, usually I put my opinion at the end, but I'm gonna put my opinion throughout this whole thing. All right. So, a former Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office employee was sentenced to life in prison on Monday for her role in the sexual assault of a woman at the home of a former sheriff's lieutenant. All right. So, former Livingston Parish Sheriff's Lieutenant Dennis Perkins and his wife Cynthia Perkins were facing more than 150 charges together, including child pornography and rape. Cynthia Perkins was later fired from her job at Westside Junior High and admitted to having fed some of her students pastries that she had laced with her husband's semen. Alright? And it gets worse. Alright? It literally gets worse than that. But, like I said, this is one of the most disturbing stories that I have ever read in my life. Alright? What makes you do that? Like, why would you want to do that? Why would you do that to kids? Alright? Why would you do that? And this is why teachers can't do stuff for students because of people like this. This is why people have trust issues because of people like this. Alright? But like I said, it gets worse, alright? So, investigators found evidence on a computer hard drives inside then Lieutenant Perkins' home after he and his wife were arrested in 2019 that included videos of crimes being committed, alright? So, one of these crimes included a more than 17-minute video of 42-year-old Elaine Curtin raping a woman, alright? Now, that actually dated back to November 8th of 2014. So, this has been going on for a while. Alright, the video showed Curtin and Dennis Perkins taking turns raping an unconscious woman who had a blanket over her head. Alright? Prosecutors said Dennis Perkins and Curtin took turns filming the assault with a cell phone. Alright. The victim told investigators that she had no knowledge of having been sexually assaulted until after the video was found and she was notified. So, not only do you know what's going on with kids with your wife, you're drugging people, kidnapping people, sexually assaulting them, and then you're recording it, and then you're having other people record it for you. Alright? Victim told investigators that she had no knowledge of it. When I saw parts of the video, I wanted to literally die. The victim testified. The victim testified that she never would have had sex with Curtin and Dennis Perkins, and claimed that the sheriff's lieutenant had suggested they do a threesome, and the idea made her uncomfortable. Curtin claimed that she had been drugged the night of the incident and had no knowledge of it. She was found guilty of aggravated rape and voyeurism for her role in the 2014 attack on the unconscious woman in December 2021. Alright, so, the aggravated rape charge carried a sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole, probation, or suspension. Curtin had been on a bond with a GPS ankle monitor, but was remanded into custody immediately after the verdict was read. At her sentencing on March 21st, Curtin and her family pleaded for mercy for the judge. She maintained that she had no memory of her actions but apologized for them anyway. Curtin said she regretted having opted out to not to testify her own trial. Alright. In February, Cynthia Perkins pleaded guilty to a slew of charges that included production of child pornography, second-degree rape, and mingling of harmful substances, In exchange, the remaining 68 charges against her were dismissed. She will be sentenced to 41 years behind bars. Alright, so I'm just going to stop right here for a minute because that was a lot. Alright, so she was found guilty. She's been sentenced to 41 years behind bars, which she should have had life in prison. Alright, now, at her age, is it possible that she will die in prison? Yes. Alright, but she should not have that option to get out. She should automatically be life in prison. Alright, you put these kids in danger. Alright, you know about this. Alright, and even if you were, let's just say that you were drugged and you didn't know what happened. You still did what you did to these kids. Alright, and that should be life in prison in and itself. Alright, and like I said, you had 68 charges dropped against you. To me, that is mind-blowing that you have 68 charges dropped against you because you plead guilty. Like, I've never understood that, how these people get charge after charge after charge after charge after charge after charge after charge drop just because they pleaded guilty. Like, what good is that doing anybody? That's doing nobody any kind of good. Alright? That's not doing the victims any good. It's not doing the judge any good. It's not doing the cops any good. It's not doing the community any good. Only thing that's benefiting is them getting out sooner. And yeah, you can argue that, okay, well, they have charges on their record. But what charges are they? Usually it's lesser charges. You plead guilty to, and then it drops down to lesser charges. That's usually how it works. Now, Cynthia Perkins has also agreed to testify against her husband, whom she filed for divorce from following their arrest in 2019. Again, I don't know exactly what's happening with him. Obviously he's going to jail, but it's unclear for how long. She's going to testify against him, and, I wouldn't even be surprised that she testifies, it gets dropped down even more. Alright, I wouldn't be surprised if it drops down to 30 or 20 years. Alright. But like I said, this is one of the most disturbing things that I've ever covered, I've ever read. Again, I don't know how people can do stuff like this and live their life normally. Alright. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. As always, thank y'all for watching, and y'all stay safe out there.